The human brain is an ancient biological machine operating in a modern digital world. For hundreds of thousands of years, our survival depended on interpreting the patterns of nature, the curve of a river, the fractal branching of a tree, or the vastness of a savanna. Biologist E.O. Wilson called this encoded connection the biophilia hypothesis. It's our innate tendency to focus on and affiliate with life and lifelike processes. We don't just prefer nature, we are hardwired to seek it out. Our brains look for specific spatial patterns to feel secure. Prospect refers to an unimpeded view of our surroundings, signaling safety through visibility. Refuge describes our instinct to find protected, structured spaces where we can process information without distraction. Standard environmental reports often starve these instincts. By presenting urgent ecological crises through dense blocks of text and spreadsheets, the message fails to engage the brain's evolutionary preference for natural geometry, leaving the facts emotionally inert. Successful online nature storytelling leverages these instincts rather than fighting the digital medium. These campaigns use design frameworks that translate the physical experience of nature into a digital ecosystem. In this light, engaging a modern audience with the natural world is less of a data distribution problem and more of a psychological design challenge. To overcome public apathy, storytellers have to look beyond raw metrics. Data explains the scale of a problem, but classic narrative structures provide the emotional motivation to solve it. This starts by casting an entire interconnected ecosystem as the main protagonist. Instead of a single human hero, the story follows a river valley or a forest as it struggles to maintain its biological integrity. We can map the classic hero's journey onto environmental change. The call to adventure might be a climate shift, while trials are encroaching industry. Within this framework, field scientists represent the guide, tracking the ecosystem's health and providing tools for survival. The narrative reaches its climax when these biological networks are restored, proving the ecosystem has survived its trials and returned to balance. Framing nature as a mythic hero creates an emotional stake for the viewer. When an ecosystem is presented as a living character, its survival feels personal. The second barrier is the wall of corporate greenwashing and digital noise that makes audiences skeptical of any brand-led environmental message. Patagonia established itself as a benchmark here by transitioning from a clothing retailer to a platform for activism, grounding its identity in protection. Their documentaries, like Artificial, prioritize industry critique over product placement. By focusing on the damage caused by fish hatcheries, they demonstrate a commitment to the environment that exists independently of their retail goals. This strategy is built into their user experience. They place links to petitions directly alongside their storytelling, turning a reader's emotional connection into immediate action. This level of brand loyalty is earned by proving that the primary goal is protecting the protagonist of the story, the planet, rather than the corporate bottom line. Finally, there is the barrier of physical distance. Most people face geographic or financial limitations that prevent them from visiting remote wilderness areas. Google Arts and Culture's Hidden Worlds of the National Parks project uses immersive technology to bridge this gap, bringing the sensory experience of the wild to anyone with an internet connection. The project uses 360-degree video to trigger the Prospect response. When we see expansive, high-resolution views of Alaska, we experience the awe and possibility associated with real-world vistas. Navigating the tight spaces of a cavern while hearing spatial audio triggers mystery. This design activates our innate curiosity, encouraging us to explore the digital environment as if we were physically present. These tools democratize the psychological benefits of nature. By simulating the sensory triggers of the outdoors, digital experiences can generate a genuine emotional resonance for those who cannot visit in person. Looking ahead, nature storytelling is becoming increasingly dynamic. We are moving towards digital spaces that integrate real-time data, allowing a website to breathe in sync with the actual world. Imagine platforms that show the live migration paths of tracked predators, connecting the user directly to the heartbeat of a distant landscape. This continuous stream of real-world data creates a personalized narrative path, where every user's journey through the story is unique to the moment they engage with it. When we fuse biophilic design with robust narrative structures and authentic activism, the digital screen stops being a distraction. It becomes a tool for connection, allowing us to engage with and protect the planet we call home.